What's cracking, guys? Welcome to yet again another episode of the Honda Recap. And did you know that when you leave the keys in your car, that little beep that you hear is H in Morse code? Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you had a great week since the last time we got to hang out. I heard that little tidbit about the Morse code from actually PFI Speed. Brent put it at the beginning of his video. I checked it. Sounds pretty similar. I think it's true. It's cool. I like the little detail. That's awesome to me. Anyways, guys, thanks again for tuning in to another episode of the Honda Recap. If this is your first episode, basically what I'm trying to do is gather everything that's happening in the YouTube universe out there and bringing it into one cohesive little video once a week, and that's Monday night at 8 o'clock. So, if this is your first time, please hit that subscribe button and that bell so you're notified every Monday night at 8 o'clock. I wanted to reach out and thank all of you guys that are hitting me up on Instagram or here on YouTube and supporting what we're trying to do here, uplifting the community here with positive energy and just giving everybody the motivation to keep working on their builds or keep working on things. I've had a couple people ask me where they can get the shirts that I've been wearing that actually just have Honda Vlogs written on them. And I kind of want to throw it out there that you can get one yourself. I'll have everything down in the description below, HondaVlogs.com/shop, where you can actually go and pick yourself up a t-shirt. A lot of you have been asking, so I thought, you know what? Let's give this a try. Thank you all for the support. I can't say it enough. I just appreciate all that you do and all the kind words you send my way and all that support. So, like I said, thank you again. I never thought we'd get this far, and here we are. And all you guys out there making content and all the new channels that I love finding and encouraging guys to make more videos. It's awesome. I love how big the community is growing. I can't thank you all enough. Speaking of communities, I want to kick this off with Stickydiljoedotcom. He's been on a hiatus of making videos. He had some personal and life matters that actually happened. I'm sure a lot of you have been following along, but I'm happy to say that he's back making videos here on YouTube, kicking it off with some amazing content. He was actually hanging out with Utah in the shop doing some crazy Civic builds. I think Utah got another sedan, an insane amount of rivets in this build. If you haven't checked out the latest video, absolutely check it out. I'm really happy you're back making videos, man. I've been watching you on Instagram. I know you just released your first coffee table book. It looks amazing, so I'm really happy to see you back on YouTube, showing us what you've been up to and putting out videos. So again, thanks for what you do, man. I'm so happy to see that you're making videos again. I want to see that podcast come back as well. Following that, we got BoostedBoiz. Kyle actually dropped a crazy video. These guys are actually K24 swapping an STI. You heard that right, and it's not just a dream. They legitimately have a plate and everything put together so they can bolt it to the transmission and have it in the engine bay. I've never seen this before. I'm really excited to see this. We've all seen all-wheel drive Civics and other vehicles like that, but they've never seen, you know, an all-wheel drive K-powered vehicle like an STI. It's a crazy mashup between two worlds. As a Honda enthusiast, I'm super happy to see it. You know, if you're a Subaru guy, you're not happy to see it. I don't know why. We should just K everything. So, BoostedBoiz, Kyle, Jeremy, everybody out there, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see more videos about this. Following that, we got Youngstatic. With 1 week to go till we hit Ibach down in SoCal, Dana's been on a mission to get his wagon put together. I've been following along with his build and him personally and knowing that everything is starting to come together. The back half of the car is actually starting to look like a real car, but he definitely still needs to get a back seat, the front, all the wiring finished, and he hasn't even gotten to the engine yet. And every day I see him on Instagram and on his stories, and he is just hustling. We all know he's going to make it because when he sets his mind to something, it's just going to get done. I know you still got to get the engine together and the engine bay painted. You got a lot of things you want to get done. It's super exciting to see you hitting that deadline, man, so I fully support everything you're doing. All right, back at it again. We got Garage Built Hondas. It's been a minute, and I'm so happy you're back working on the CRX. It's really awesome to see you do the suspension work so fast and just the little updates and the little attention to details you love doing to your car. It's really awesome to see you go to the pick and pull, finding little bits, stashing them aside, and then when you finally have everything ready to just put it all in your car, it's just fun to watch you do work, man. I'm really happy to see that you're back making videos. I love that CRX, man. I really would love to see more of it. Back at it again, we got LATommyLA. This guy has been putting in so much work on his car and crazy revisions. I can barely keep up with it. As of the latest video, he finally got a new set of rims. It's very similar to his old set of rims, but you definitely got to check out what he's got now. He got the Mugen rear wing all back together with paint and on the car, and it's looking awesome. I can't wait to see what's next. I can't imagine what else you can throw at this car, man. I can't wait till you actually pop the hood and went full engine tuck and it's just not even there. I don't know what else you plan on doing with the car, dude, but I support you along the way. It's one of those builds that you're so far deep into the parts and the vision that you have that you just have to keep going. You have to just pay whatever price it's gonna take to get that vision made, and I can't support that enough, man. Following that, we got Ivell. This guy in his EG6 build. It's running, it's getting ready, and as of lately, it now has glass in the car. The last little touches to make it actually a running vehicle that can go on the street. For the longest time, he didn't have glass in the car. He pulled everything away for paint, and it's never gotten back together. But I'm really super happy to say that the glass is now in the car. It's just moments away from hitting the track. I can feel it. I also really love the fact that you've been kind of mixing the Silvia, the Miata, and the EG all up in your videos, man. That's your life, and I'm glad you just throw it out there in videos. But man, I'm just so excited for your hatch. It's almost there. Speaking of hatches, we got Bluecollar Vtec. If you've been following along, as I've been explaining, he had an LSV, he had to pull that, and he's now building a B20 Vtec for his hatch. Before he gets there, he's trying to do an awesome wire tuck on the car, as his latest video kind of shows you how he's planning on doing that. Just doing, you know, a basic tuck to get everything kind of cleaned up. I know he actually wants to paint the bay, do everything possible to just clean it up before he actually hits the build. So super proud of that, man. I'm glad that you're putting out content. I'm glad that you're taking the effort to do everything the way you want to do it and just kind of scrapping everything the previous owner did. That's super commendable, man. Keep putting out videos. Next up, we got one of the awesome builds of this year. It's been a crazy ride to watch Daniel over at Vasile Garage. If you follow him on Instagram, you know that the car is actually running under its own power. He's definitely driving around the driveway, up and down the street. It's really awesome that you've come this far. It's insane, man. I know I keep saying that, but it's insane to watch how much work you've put into this car, and it now drives under its own power. Another thing that I really enjoy is that all of your kids are a crazy support group that you have, and just when you watch the videos, they are the most excited people I have ever seen, just knowing that you're driving the car and they know how happy you are and you can see it through them, man. So keep it up. You're gonna drive the car all the way to Eibach, and that's gonna be a crazy adventure full with the family as well. So man, I can't wait to see that happen. Following that, we got DeadBeat Garage. This guy finally made a decision on what he wanted to do with the khaki Civic. I believe he's gonna go all motor B20V as of right now. I've been following his channel for a bit, and I do know that he actually had a motor and he kind of some bad things happened to it and he just wanted to go a different direction. So he's decided to actually go with an all motor B20V. He's also considering boost, but I think for the meantime, he's gonna try to get the bottom end refreshed, throw the head on and just enjoy the car. And man, that's just an awesome way to go about it. Speaking of rebuilds, we got SI Ricko. In his latest video, he actually shows you how he's going about actually rebuilding the entire block. Cool feature about this build is actually the block guard that he put in. If you haven't watched that, definitely go check it out. In my opinion, it's kind of a weird route to do. Not many people are doing it, but he's definitely taking the plunge. Let alone that, doing a complete rebuild, leaving the block in the car. That's really cool, man, because you didn't have to deal with getting the motor out. You just did everything from the top and then went underneath and showed you how you actually do it like that. So awesome video if you want to watch a motor get built right in the car. Another guy doing some crazy stuff, we got Motor Spirit. He got his car out on the track and a couple things happened. He actually needed to swap the head. So in his latest videos, he's actually showing you what he's doing there. Simple setup, just basically taking the head apart and putting it back on. But I love the fact that, you know what? Nothing's gonna hold you back. You wanna get on the track this season. You're gonna do everything possible to make that happen. Speaking of getting to the track, we got the boys at Humble Performance. These guys are pumping out videos consistently with some awesome fast cars. A lot of all motor K-Power and a lot of turbo K-Power. They're taking it at the track out there in Texas a few times, a quick test and tunes, putting down some really awesome numbers. If you haven't been watching the guys out there at Humble Performance, I've talked about them in the past. Really cool group of guys and a really good shop that want to interact with their customers and just their friends. It's an awesome channel. I definitely suggest checking them out. Also getting ready for the track and drag racing, we got Hunter Tuned. This guy finally got the drag radials up on the front and the skinnies in the rear. The car is all aligned. He's just waiting for the snow out there in Wisconsin to settle down a little bit. It's been crazy. It's insane to watch all the snow that's going out on there. But as of his last video, I think he said that it's open next weekend, and I can't wait to see you get on the track, man. I've been following for a long time. I know a lot of us are. We want to see what that car can finally put down in times with your own tune. Chris Sadowski, his latest videos is actually coming out most likely as I'm recording this, but tomorrow for sure we'll see an awesome video of his K20 A2 actually going into his DA Integra. It's been an awesome ride, and it's happened very quickly actually getting it in. Gathering all the parts took a while. Getting it into the car was very quick out there at the Honda house with Brian of Hossport. It's just gonna be amazing, man. It's super cool to see this. I cannot wait till you're out there and just ripping up the streets. I wanted to talk about more Skids. If you haven't talked about them, it's kind of a different channel, not quite Honda related as well, but we got Quentin and DJ out there in, I think, Oregon, but they did just pick up an EF. They did a car review when they go up to Canada of a really awesome ITR swapped EK that was built very, very well. And when they came back, DJ actually wanted to get a good commuter car for himself, and he actually picked up a really, really clean EF hatch. I really hope they build it, and I really hope he has a lot of fun with it, but just wanted to throw that out there because they do build cars, they do have a lot of fun, and it's a good group of people, so I'm really happy to see an EF on their channel. All right, guys, with that said, I wanted to throw out some channels that I haven't talked about in the past, and to kick that off, I want to start with Emeril Tuning.
Yeah, it's that time, son. Right, girl? It's time to do some installation of the Meister R suspension. Yeah, it's great. I'm going to talk to the camera real quick. So sometimes you have those car days where nothing goes right. And today's one of those days. Let me show you how my life has gotten complicated. Very, very complicated. So the car, obviously. By the way, you haven't seen the Laminex. It's blue, son. I'm blue like Eiffel 65. So let's I've already broke. Okay, I don't know. Let's just show you and then make sure my kids are good. Where's my daughter at? Where's Roz? Roz? Hey girl, what's up? Alright, we're good. Always gotta count for your children. So, first issue. I'm still working on it. It's 14 up top. This back one is stripped. They're stripped. So, I use a torque wrench, or an air gun, whatever you want to call it. Impact. Didn't come off. Hand tools. First I tried hand tools, then the impact. Not coming off. This one, of course, came off really easy. So, of course, starts off easy and then gets complicated. What's up, kids? Hold on, baby. I'm showing the camera some stuff. You want to sit down next to me? Sit down right here. Sit down here. Okay. Then
this guy's really cool, and he's got a yellow ITR. He's a really cool personality, and I'm really enjoying the channel. I really like to see him grow. It's just a guy in his garage wrenching with his kids about, you know, just doing the dad thing and working on the car. Really excited to see that. When you watch him drive, you can see the smile to ear just as he's enjoying the car. He's definitely putting in work, buying new parts. I think recently he got some cool hard race things, and he's getting everything dialed in. So, like I said, if you haven't been paying attention, definitely check out Emeril Tuning if you want to see a really, really good looking yellow ITR. Following that, I wanted to give a giant shout out to OldSols.
Hey guys, to protect and serve you here with the Del Sol and OldSols subreddits. So today I'm going to throw some Seafoam into the car. Picked this up from AutoZone. So it's the Seafoam Auto Marine Fleet. It's a 16-ounce bottle. So I did a bunch of research on this. Kind of hesitant on it. I checked Seafoam's website. Looks like on the internet there's a whole bunch of different ways to do everything. So the way that I'm going to do it is put some in the oil crankcase, in the fuel case, and then also in the brake assist vacuum line, which is this right here. So it's a third of the bottle in each. To get this off, you just need to get a plier in here. Kind of hard to see here. Squeeze that, and then this little tube pulls off. And then I've seen a couple different ways where you can, once you get that tube off, just put it into the bottle and have it actually suck it out. I have a little oil filter that I'm going to put in there and then just kind of pour the third of the bottle in there. The car's been running here for about 5 minutes to get it nice and warmed up, so.
I've been talking to this guy on Instagram. He's definitely got a YouTube channel himself, putting out a bunch of Del Sol content, and that's really awesome. I want to see the Sol community grow, and this is one guy that I think can do it. He's got a Del Sol himself, a really cool personality, so definitely check out OldSols. I know he's got some more videos planned coming out in the future, and like I said, man, just keep working on your car. It looks great. You're going to have a lot of fun. All right, last but not least, we got Extreme Daily Drivers.
Hello, I'm Brandon, and today I'm going to show you how to install a C-pillar brace in your 91 Honda Prelude. What's up guys, welcome to Extreme Daily Drivers, where we are always balling on a budget and wrenching in our garage. Today we are going to install a C-pillar brace for the 91 Honda Prelude. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the way a C-pillar brace works is it goes up here between the seat belts and helps keep the rear end from flexing when you go around corners really fast. So this should be a pretty straightforward installation. It's just one bolt here on the seat belt and one bolt here on this seat belt, and we should be good to go. So before we go into the installation of the C-pillar brace, let me show you how I kind of got to that point, because I wasn't really looking for one, but since I've gotten this car running, I've been driving it, and I noticed that when I pull my seat belt and put it on, it doesn't lock. Like, it never locks. Even when I'm driving, even when I hit the brakes, it doesn't lock. So what I started doing is I started doing a search on PreludePower.com to find out if this is common, if it's okay, if it's broken, if it needs to go back to Honda, if I need to buy a new retractor, whatever the case is. And while looking through all these seatbelt threads, I wound up finding a thread about a C-pillar brace for this model.
All right, this guy's got a car that you don't really see very often. It's a 3rd gen Prelude. It's very clean and it's got some pretty cool parts on it. It's not the only car he has on the channel, but I really do enjoy the fact that he drives 3rd gen Prelude. You don't see them very often, like I said. He's a really cool guy. I've been able to talk to him personally a little bit. And if you haven't noticed, you actually got to see him in Florida in Honda Street Garage's video while he was out there at IBOC in Florida. Like I said, really great guy, 3rd gen Prelude. If you want to see some stuff like that, definitely check him out. All right, guys, that about covers it for this week of the Honda Recap. Thanks again for coming back for another week. Definitely check out those new channels that I've talked about. And I want to tell everybody out there who keeps putting out videos to keep moving forward. I know some days it's hard with the weather and family and kids and everything you got to do, but keep going out there, keep having fun, make little improvements out on your car if that's something you really enjoy doing. We're all watching. I love watching the progression of all your cars, so keep doing that. All right, guys, with that said, I'll see you next week. Peace.